Hey everyone, Christy Knight here for Card Player TV for another edition of Ask Jack. I've got Jack McClelland here, Tournament Director for the Bellagio. Thanks so much for coming.
You're welcome, Christy.
Alright, our question is, Thomas writes, "Hello Jack, I had a dilemma in one of my tournaments and would like to know your opinion. At a final table of mine, a player received his second penalty which resulted in 2 rounds away from the table. The very next hand, 4 players were eliminated from the tournament, leaving a 5-handed table. Should the player who is sitting out for the penalty remain on the rail for 17 more hands or just 2 rounds of blinds?"
Well, if your rule is 2 rounds, I would say 2 rounds of blinds. I normally do mine by minutes instead of orbits, but just in a case like this, if they're eliminated, it's not his fault they were eliminated. And for him to miss like 4 rounds of big blinds wouldn't be fair, so I would say the 2 rounds of blinds.
When you're a tournament director, what are the choices you have for giving penalties? Is it time? Is it blinds? Is it rounds? And what do you think is the most effective?
Well, I think the time is the most effective. I give them, for the first small infraction, I give them like a 10-minute penalty, then a 20, then a 40, then a disqualification.
Okay.
But for them to, you know, usually after they've had the 10 or maybe even the 20, they calm down. And, you know, I've only had a couple of disqualifications over the years.
Why do you prefer time penalties rather than rounds?
It's just the way I started out with it. And I just prefer it that way because rounds, like you say, you might have a situation like this come up and then it opens up a whole new can of worms.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Jack.
You're welcome.
If you guys have a question, be sure to send it to askjack@cardplayer.com.